Our ancestors are here with us. This whole environment is our church. We are people of the fire, of the water, sick and Mother Earth, and when we get sick, we're out of balance with these elements. So we need to find our way back to find that balance.
So this weekend is being sponsored by the First Nations Health Authority in their attempt to address men's issues in a holistic, traditional manner by gathering men from the 54 nations in the northern region of BC to come together as men to understand men require space to develop, to respectfully challenge each other, become better Indigenous men. Unfortunately, there's not much space out there for men to gather as men to talk about issues that may shed a few tears, that may bring us some emotion about why they may be struggling, right? So we create that safe space. We have an opportunity to really work with the men to remind them that they have a very important role, that Indigenous men also have been put through the ringer through the residential school, but that our culture is the important foundation to re-strengthen, hit the reset button and move forward.
Ideas about masculinity generally tend to revolve around strength and ability, and not having your stuff together, being weepy, being feeling weak or not capable, is generally put down when men or boys express those kinds of things. So the importance and profound importance of these kind of spaces is simply to counterdict that kind of thinking and say you're a whole person. You're not going to feel good all the time. You're not going to always know what to do or how to handle your life.
To them, it's a new experience to have someone like myself, an elder, come by to brush them off and explain to them, leave the stuff that you don't want to take into the sessions here behind you, but feel comfortable enough to be able to talk about it. And like I said in the ceremony, leave your ego at the door.
Part of the themes that we're addressing are all of those upstream issues, talking about masculinity, talking about what roles men play in community, and how that has changed over time. I think that's a very central topic this weekend is, how men have felt in a way kind of lost, that as time has evolved, they're looking for a more meaningful role in their life, in their family, in their community.
I still have a lot of flaws, a lot of character defects that I need to clean up. It's not just about getting sober, it's about cleaning up your attitude. That's my main target. That's what I'm focused on this year too. I think that's pretty well it. Thank you guys for listening.
I was always told to be tough, be strong. I never really grieved. And it feels like I'm letting it out.
And there's just being alone. I hear a lot of people talking about the loneliness. Growing up lonely, missing contact, being able to hug somebody.
I know there's a lot of work that needs to be done around trauma and residential schools and addiction and family violence. Those are harsh realities that all communities have to face and deal with.
My parents didn't lead a healthy life. They're the definition of family violence, and they got the better of them. And in the result of that, I became an orphan almost. But yeah, from learning from that, I don't want to put that on my kids. So they are my motivation. They are my heart and soul.
dislocation from culture, teachings, medicine, and land is, devastating the whole First Nations, all communities, and obviously men are impacted as well. So I think there's every intention to base whatever models might be created or developed out of the weekend here upon those teachings, so that they're housed within that.
What you shared in the circle today, to be in the company of men. Gooks to Muskelnap, Miigwech, merci beaucoup, thank you very much. It touches me right here.
These men are about the same age that survived their residential school, so that was physically beaten out of them. But when we revive through the ceremony, it rekindles that spirit in them, and they may not have remembered it, but it is part of who we are. Whether it's the smudging, the brushing, the sweat lodge, the cold water bath, these are ceremonies that were forced out of us as Indigenous people, but reviving them here is going to rekindle that spirit in them.
I have a job. I'm a counselor, a leader of a community, and this issue is, dear to my heart. I see the lack of men's support in our community. So my task and my ambition is to make lives better in our community, and come up with some ideas, learn from these, different people from different parts of the country, and hopefully some from the professionals, right?
In one of our discussions, they asked, what is a man to you? And I believe being a man is being truly who you are, not being affected by drugs or alcohol or anything like that. I'm going to take that home with me, and I want to work on it, and I really want to work on helping my community a little bit more, and maybe get some of the young guys in my community and tell them how to be a better man.
If you put your mind to something, you can really do anything you want. And, words are powerful. And if you can speak in a good way and talk and carry yourself in that good way, you're going to be going in good places. So the more you do and the more you're grateful and loving life, I believe that life can be a beautiful thing.